Hi, all of my coloring friends, artists, and hobbyists. Welcome back to the channel. I want to say welcome to the brand new subscribers that are now enjoying being a part of our community here for Mandy's Art. And today's video, we are going to continue on in our Crazy Art 100 pencil set color combinations. We are going to be working with the yellow and orange family today in creating combos. So I just kind of want to kind of give you a little bit of an update of where we're at and what family and what we've already found and where to go from here. So we're in the yellow and orange family, so we've already created, I'll bring you down here, we've already created an orange, a citrus orange, and golden mustard combo. We've also created a skin tone, peach, sandy beach, and light pale yellow skin tone. You could almost possibly switch this around and make it more, go from light to dark instead of dark to light with those two. Plus we've already done our purples and our pinks. We haven't gotten into the blue family. That will be the next video after this. So you can just kind of see these are in the color combo thing. So when we kind of do our pages, you know, we have a quick thing we can look, okay, we know these colors work well together for this specific thing. We can plan out our pages a little bit more better. And make the process go a little faster if you're primarily working in pencil. Now if you're working in other mediums, it's always good to have like a swatch sheet or something that will help you see the colors and how it's going to mix. Like if you're going to use acrylic, having paint, depending on what, having a little swatch of that, or watercolors. Oil, we wouldn't really be talking about oil in coloring books or anything like that. So unless you're using oil pastels in coloring books instead of like actual oil paint. Oil paint is definitely not recommended for coloring books. I wouldn't do it. I'd work with oil pastel, but I wouldn't work with paint. So while we're at it, let's transition down. I'll pull the sheet down here. I've already made some pre-swatches of the colors that I have, which are all stored in this thing. Now you can also see here that I added in a different brand of some random pastel, different pastel colors that I wanted to use up. In my last video, I talked about that there wasn't enough pastel colors in the series, so which makes it very hard when you're creating your combos. As you can see here, these are the Marco Chroma pencils. They do not have a color name on them. They were in their manga set for manga drawing, but I thought, well, you know, they don't really match with, I know it's not really crazy art, but I wanted to get more combos out to you based on what we had. So, and this is what I had in my drawer, and I thought, well, perfect time, we can use this up, and when I order another set of pencils, I can replace them. So let's kind of get going. So I'll set those aside, and I will tell you the color names, that how I sorted these out and what pencils I grouped in this family. So we're gonna start with the yellows here, and I'll give you the color names. So the yellow, we have lemon lime citron. I think it's just lemon lime. We have pale yellow. So we have Meteor Shower. We have a Custard. We have just primary yellow. And we have Stardust. And we have Sunflower. So, here we go. And then we also have these two different pastels, 3 different pastels to work with. So like I said, they do not have color names, but you can tell by the tips of these pencils, these are pastel shades of yellow. So, as you can see here. So, all right, so I got some clean spot of my paper, and let's get playing. So, remember in our combo book, we have already done Peach Sandy Beach and light yellow, and we've already done orange, citrus orange, and golden mustard. So, what do we have here? So, for the darker yellows, we have Sunflower. Let's see here. We have the primary yellow, and we have Custard, which I would say is like the 3 darkest out of this set. The pale yellow, Stardust, and Meteor Shower is the fluorescent, and then we have, those are pastels, and then we have lemon lime and stuff. So let's sharpen. It'll take me a quick second here. Always good to have your pencil sharpened. Oh, cord broke. We will do this again. Okay. All right. Let's play around with Sunflower. Let's do Custard, and let's try this more darker yellow here. You can see it, sorry. So let's see what we get. So we are gonna go, let's see if we can make sure you see me and it's not too dark. All those fun things you need to remember when you're filming videos is not to totally be in the way. So yeah, this is definitely a darker yellow. Hope you guys are holding up in the heat here. I know I'm struggling a little bit, but you know, I'll make it through. So, oh, this is pretty close to this. Now remember, when you're making your combinations, pull a little bit of the mid-tone up into the main color, just to kind of make that transition go smoother. Oh, and I didn't bring in a blender pencil. This is a nice, rich, golden yellow combo. I mean, look how smooth that is going into the other one. I mean, you couldn't ask for a nice blend. And sometimes I like to take the bottom, the lightest of shades, and kind of go back in and fill some white space and before I bring a blender pencil down. And you can definitely see the dust, the wax dust. But look at that, guys. Isn't that pretty cool? Easy, easy peasy. Now you can also add fourth color in 5. It just depends on your availability. But hang on just 1 second while I go grab the blender pencil and my little brush. I am back. Sorry about that. And one thing with wax-based pencils, you definitely deal with a lot of dust and wax coming off. I hope that doesn't buzz too much. It is getting really cold or really hot in my room while I'm trying to film this. So let's take the blender pencil and smooth that out and check it out. Very nice. So there's our first combo. So I am sunflower. Custard, and I'm just going to do medium pale yellow. I'm just going to name this color. Sorry, I kind of wrote on my side there. So that is one complete combo. Let's go on to the next. So the next darkest color would be the primary yellow. So I'm going to try, I'm going to try lemon lime and Stardust and see how that goes. If not, the lemon lime doesn't go into the yellow, I can try custard. Custard is really dark, so I could potentially use this one. So let's see first and see if it works. So we'll go down here. So start out with the yellow. And then we're on to lemon lime. So, yeah, that works. Okay, guess that works. Now, and think of it. Now we're on to Stardust. Just the more pastel yellow. Then we go back to our first color and we're going to put another layer down. And then we're going to put another layer down of the lemon lime. Now I am kind of pressing a little bit harder just to get more pigment to lay down because yellow is a hard color to see. I'm hoping to pick up some black cardstock here in my next time I go shopping for some art supplies, so that when I have colors like this that are really pale, you can see them pop a little bit more. I just haven't been to the, I haven't had a chance to add it to the list yet. Let's see, maybe we could put a little bit more pigment down here. They blend so well, it's like, and I think the reason why they're blending so well is these colors are very close to each other. There isn't really a big difference of change in the color, like in the color family. So that's kind of hard to create combos if they're so closely together. And then we've got Stardust. So there it is. Bring that up, it's a lot easier to see it if I bring it up, even though I'm zoomed in quite a bit. So we have yellow, lemon, lime, and Stardust. So that's 2 off our little docket here. And we haven't even gotten into the oranges yet, at all. So let's see here. We have a media shower, a pale yellow, and we have this other yellow here. So we have that yellow, we have the media shower, and we have a pale yellow. But I wonder if we can swap out, use that as the middle color, take the pale yellow out, and maybe do custard. Because custard is a darker yellow. And let's see if this goes. If it doesn't go with the neon yellow, we can do either the pale yellow and I would say medium pale. No, light pale yellow. So we can change the 2 there. So let's go here. We can go right next to it. So here we go. Hope you guys are having fun watching this and you're not too bored out by what I'm doing. But I want to give you some tools of like just how I do it. Doesn't mean that you have to do it this way. There are plenty of other ways to blend your colors that people have tried. But this way that I'm doing it is, I definitely know I'm not gonna get mud mixing, whether it's in my color pencils, my paints, because I am in the same like family order. Yellow is actually the primary, and red and yellow make orange. So we are in like, you know, complementary, we're working our way in the color wheel, which I am more than likely going to do a video about the color wheel and how to read it and how to understand it for this particular series that I'm doing of, you know, budget brand pencils, because there are not always color combo videos out there. So, of that specific budget brand. So, I think there's more product review than there is like actual combo making. That's just my opinion. Don't be going and leaving me hate comments, you know. That's just an opinion. So, I'm not liking the neon with this, but that is definitely bright. But we're still in this yet. I think the neon is going to end up being a little bright, but let me see by moving some of the pigment up a little bit. Might help. Okay. Yeah. Not sure, guys. I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna switch out the neon for maybe that pale yellow. I'm not gonna label that yet because I'm not done yet completely. I want to test something else out over here on this side of the paper. Get my light down there a little bit more. So let's try this again. Sometimes things just don't work and you gotta try it again with another combo. And I do want to put this out here since I am starting to build my pencil collection, and there is a budget brand you would like me to see do more work with than what you normally see on some other channels. Please leave me a comment and a shout out, and I will work on getting those pencils and actually trying them out and stuff. I'm not going to review them, but I'm just going to work with them in my books to find out which works with what GSM of paper. I know one other channel does that. I just want to work with them a little bit more extensively and use them and everything. And even if there's an artist grade that I can start with a small set and buy open stock, if you want me to work with an artist grade that I can start out with. It's just that I have a limited budget, so it will take me some time, but I will be keeping track of all of that so that I don't forget. So I actually like doing this. Now, I do like this over the fluorescent with the pale yellow. Let's get the blender pencil out a little bit here. Ah, my studio buddy is deciding to lay on the floor by my feet, or close by. Yeah. Alright. See the big difference here? You got one that's a pop of color for the highlight, and the other one that's a little bit more pale and less subtle, or more like subtle than like this big explosion of neon yellow. Doesn't mean that you can't use it in a combo. It's just that you have to plan it a little bit better. So, alright. I do like this, so I am going to write that. Custard. And yeah, I definitely know that this is the medium yellow that we named. And then we have a pale yellow. So, okay. And let's see, maybe, and then we're gonna write media shower. Okay. Now, let's see. So there's potential there. Now, this one's going to be a little different. This is going to be Lemon Lime Stardust, and we're going to try this other chroma pencil to go with, and let's see how that turns out. I'll have to do a little tip sharpening. I'm running out of room. And then we'll get into the oranges. Here. Don't mind my sloppy handwriting tonight. Been extremely busy since my mom is in town, so I've been out hiking and killing myself on the hiking trails because you can't keep up with my mom. She's in her 60s and I can't keep up. That's crazy. Well, and I haven't been exercising every day like I should. Because it's been super hot, so that's part of the reason why I can't keep up. Plus, I am plus size too, so she's not as plus size anymore. So that's kind of, and I've been busy on commissions. Everything's been kind of taken off. So the word is getting out there about me. And a lot of it is thanks to the YouTube channel. I am very excited of getting my art out there more frequently and then making these videos for everybody. I mean, I'm not a seasoned pro like some people are, and they're just really comfortable to making videos. But I mean, it's getting views, so I am happy. So, and I hope you guys are happy and well. I mean, it can be tough out there in this world right now. So. And sometimes coloring just gives us that peace we need in chaos. I know I need it right now. So, alright. Okay guys, look at that. I know it's kind of wishy-washy here, but that's even cool. I mean, not too bad. So, I'm gonna write that down, and then I think we're gonna move. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hoping maybe we can get 6. We might be able to, but let's see what we got with our colors again. So we have lemon lime, Stardust, and pale yellow. Chroma. So I know, like I said, I don't have the manga pencil swatched out. I did have an initial swatching of all of the crazy arts, but I didn't hang on to it because it was done on a piece of cardstock, and I didn't realize I was going to needing it more, because sometimes I just swatch for the initial. I'll come out a little bit so you can kind of see the whole page. Swatch for the initial after just, you know, kind of seeing, not really keeping track of it, because usually I like to, as you can see, store pencils like this and then go from the coloring combo workbook, sketchbook, versus actually looking at swatches. I mean, I am definitely trying to keep just, you know, one centralized location of where all my swatches are versus my mediums. And I think I've got a plan for my alcohol inks and my acrylic inks with using trading card size sheet protectors, and then I have to get more printer ink so that I can print a blank swatch chart off Etsy, so that I can have both and maybe help speed up my process of choosing my colors quicker. But I honestly, I don't know how much I'm going to really keep up on it with getting all the, as the collection grows, because it is really time consuming to swatch everything, label everything, put it in a binder or a sketchbook like this. That's why these videos are kind of slow. I've had the pencils sorted out. It's just I've been lazy. And you know, I'm being real right now with you guys. So I'm telling you the real tea here, that I can get lazy at night. Because some days I have a rough day, and other days I'm 100% okay, or I'm just busy with errands and life in general, that sometimes not everything, you know, comes out every week, every day. That is my goal though, as the channel grows more, is to be having videos out every day of the week, different little tutorials and stuff like that, and haul videos and drawing videos, and me working on some of my other art mediums besides just color pencils, markers, you know, coloring pages, haul videos and stuff like that. So I want the channel to grow too. So, little side note, down a rabbit hole. Let's get back to the oranges so that this video is not super long, and then I can take a little break and film the next one and get that up and rolling and getting it upload. So here we go. I pulled out so you can see the orange pencils and the chroma ones that I put in here. So we do have some red oranges, we have some yellow oranges, and then we have actual oranges. So again, there wasn't a lot of pastels, so there are two different orange pastels from this chroma set from Marco, which I'm thinking about actually getting the full set of these. I did like these pencils. I liked how they laid down. The only thing I didn't like was no names, color names or anything like that, because these color dip tips aren't always the same as the lead. It may be close but not the same color. So when you're creating combos, you want to have pretty much the same color and stuff with the family. So those are those two. And then we have an orange. We have terracotta. We have apricot. We have pumpkin orange, golden mustard, sandy beach, which is another like pastel orange. We have a peach, which could go with the terracotta. We also have a tropical punch orange. We have a citrus orange, blazing blush, which is fluorescent citrus, and then we also have orange crush, which the undertone is red because obviously orange is made with red and yellow, so there's certain saturations of red and yellow creating the orange. So, and going back to the color swatches, I don't think we put the fluorescent orange on here. So let's do that right now. Oh, look at that, guys. Well, that is bright. So, yeah, so this is the fluorescent orange here on the cardstock. So, you can definitely tell between like the terracotta, the pumpkin orange, the peach, what is it? This one, orange crush, which is this one, I believe. And the other reddish orange we have is Tropical Punch. Yeah. So let's go down. I mean, look at that. Aren't these beautiful? My precious colors. So we're gonna move this up a little bit. I will bring it back down closer to the paper so you can see. So let's, I was eyeing this one up, the terracotta. I was eyeing this to go with it with a sandy beach. So, and that would actually be a really good skin tone. So let's give it a whirl here. Hopefully that didn't I'm to make sure I'm sitting back enough so I'm not blocking light. You can already tell this is a good choice. And sandy beach. I mean, besides the skin tone, this is probably be good for like a very light flower or piece of clothing. Bring that sandy beach all the way up to blend more. You can definitely tell these are dusty pencils. But just remember when they're dusty like that, just to continue to use a brush. Don't use your hand because it will leave pigment where you don't want it to. So, potential skin tone right there. But if it was a skin tone, I'd be going light to dark, like I've talked about before. But I do like that combo. What do we call this? Should we do medium pale orange? And then we have sandy beach. Sandy beach. Oh, I could use a beach day, guys. Couldn't you? I could use a beach day when it's freezing cold up here in Wisconsin. That's when I like going to the beach. I do not like going to the beach when it's super hot out. But I can definitely use a cold lake to jump into. I know, it sounds kind of redneckish-y. That's not even a word. I'm sorry, I have to laugh at myself for saying that. It just doesn't make sense, guys. Redneckish-y? No. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay, we got one combo done for the oranges. Let's go. Let's see what else we got. What kind of fire can we create? Hang on 1 second because I'm gonna grab my phone. I need to share a picture. and a little story. Okay. So, as I shared before, I was out hiking with my mom being busy. And in the middle of the woods, we're talking about color combos, if you can see here, was on the Ice Age trail was this beautiful orange fungi that really stood out in this really green luscious, woods that we were in, walking around, and I caught it out of the corner of my eye on the trail as we were hiking, and of course both her and I had to stop and take pictures, but I was telling her about the biblical meaning behind orange and what it meant in the Bible. And orange is typically used in refining and fire and stuff like that, and refining and purifying things. And so we were chatting about that, and I just thought it was really cool that talking about these, chatting about creating these video series of the color combos and that, and it was just, it made our hike really extra special. So, and we're talking about orange, so it's just a neat way to show that in nature. Don't know how well you can see it. I can kind of make it bigger on my phone a little bit here so you can see orange and the yellow. If you go even, in this fungi, look at the color patterns of that. I've never seen it like this before. Up here, I've seen, the white fungi on the tree and the moss, which is obviously this was a dead tree that had moss and stuff. I've seen that out on the trails, but I've never seen this, which makes me kind of curious that I want to look it up on Google to actually find out what the name of it is. And so here is more of the cluster on the tree stump, and just the detail of the different colors, and how the yellow is like right in the middle of all of this in this line. This is just amazing stuff, and how this grows like that. So anyways, back to what we're doing. But I just thought it would be fitting to just kind of pull that in, and all this green, there was just this wow factor of this orange fungi in the middle of the woods. Like, where did this come from? So let's create some wow factor orange color combinations here. So hopefully I'm not dragging this on and it's not too boring, and I'm not all this extra fluff that I've been talking throughout it. It doesn't bore you out of your mind, and if it does bore you, definitely please, there are plenty of other videos out there for you to watch. So you don't have to watch mine if you don't want to. So let's see, we've got citrus. What would citrus be good with? Ooh, citrus with tropical punch. And don't really have a highlight. No. Let's try this other orange, but these were kind of reddish. So do we have, maybe we can do a peach. Let's change that out. Okay, we're gonna change this out. So we're gonna do, I can get these tropical punch, citrus orange, and peach. So go back to our little thing here. I will go down a little bit more so you can see the paper. See all my handwriting. So we're gonna start with Tropical Punch. Yeah, this is definitely more of a red undertone here for the dark color. So, like I said, I'm not being too like fancy with these swatch color blend rectangles. So, don't need to be. So then we're gonna go in with the citrus orange, which has, it's more orange, less red. But maybe this should have been the bright one. This is the mid tone. We can flip it. We have that. We have the power to flip this. And then we grab the peach. Alright, so here we go. Never mind. We still might do it. I mean, it's not a horrible combo. I probably would have liked to see this maybe a little bit more red into it. Maybe I just do another layer. See how that goes. Maybe bring some of that down. And bring some of that highlight up. Sometimes you just have to put several layers on to make sure some of this stuff works. But yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, you can definitely use it in a fall coloring page. Ah, sorry. Had to take a drink. So, get my hand on the plan out. So, and then we can write the color names. So when I transfer them over, I have the color names. Yeah, my writing's sideways. Alright. Yeah, I know. I'm being sideways today. One of those days. Okay. So not a bad combo. I mean, yeah, I definitely had to like tone this down a little bit, bring some of that red down into it to just kind of get it to match a little bit more. And then obviously we have the peach, which isn't a bad combo. It's just, you know, there's a little bit more red to this. So maybe we're gonna try Orange Crush. We're gonna try Pumpkin Orange. We're gonna keep that over there. Maybe do this kind of lighter orange here. And let's take a look at that. Sorry. What am I doing? And a little commercial break in between all of what I'm doing here. I am hoping that if you have stumbled on this video for your very first time, that you would consider subscribing to the channel, liking it, and actually leaving a comment, because every little bit helps, including watching the videos all the way to the end. And it just kind of shows YouTube that this kind of content is important and they should be showing it. So I would appreciate if you do that for me. Every little bit helps. I am working on reaching a goal of 500 subscribers and stuff, so that I can do my little giveaway for for those 500. And end of the commercial break. I'm not going to say anymore. I think y'all know what to do. Boy, I'm in a good mood today. So we're gonna just finishing up here. See how this is blending. Not too bad. And this has got, the highlight color's got a little bit more orange, but you can blend it really well into the upper two before like using a blender pencil. Definitely getting some buildy wax because it's starting to get really smooth. So I'm just going to do one more layer and then I will blend it out. Okay. Here. Let's see here. Not too bad. Another one we can use. We've got Orange Crush. Pumpkin Orange. And we already have a medium of your orange. We are going to do Pale Peach Chroma. So I know what pencil it is. Okay, so that's that combo. Definitely could use on a pumpkin, fall leaves, fall flowers. This is definitely skin tone with the terracotta, medium pale orange, and the sandy beach, which would go well with the sandy beach, or the peach, sandy beach, and light yellow went really well together. So now we have some floater colors. So we have golden mustard, we have apricot, and then we have orange and fluorescent orange. So now I have used golden mustard, and that's more of a yellow. I forgot about that. So before, what am I drawing? So we have this kind of sunflower yellow and the golden mustard. And what would I do as, let's try this apricot to blend with those three. Okay, well, then we're just about done here for this. I think we're gonna get just about all the colors that we can get right now with the pencils. I mean, if we did a 4 color combo, we could make even more choices, but I will do 4 color combos later. I just wanted to start with 3, just kind of make it easy for beginners. So, ooh. That's interesting. Now, if you did it the other way around, you could actually probably use this as a skin tone, but it would be more kind of like on the darker side. But you can layer quite a bit with skin tone colors to get what you're looking for. But this could potentially be used. You would have to maybe switch the yellows out, but the apricot for sure. Let's see. I know I would use it. I would do like the apricot and some of the other, like the sandy beach maybe. I would probably add some different browns to this. That could improve it a little bit. So let's write that one down. Okay. Wow. Let's see here. Let's take a look at these. Let's kind of zoom out a little bit here. So we have 2 colors left. We have the I can't talk. Blazing Blush and actual regular orange. I think we had more fun with these colors that were not necessarily orange, but they are part of the color family because it either had more yellow or more red in it, and then we didn't even use the actual orange at all. So we ended up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could come up with maybe one more, and we could round it out to 10 here. So we have the Blazing Blush Orange. Excuse me. So let's see here. All my pencils are over here lined up. So when I'm ready to go for off camera for when I put them in here, so I don't lose the combos that we did. All right, here, okay, we've got orange. Let's find maybe this with the, just maybe. Don't quote me if this is gonna work or not. Ooh, this is getting a little full, hang on. Primarily work with a handheld sharpener when I'm working on coloring pages because it's easier to use, or easier and convenient to grab. But I do have an electric sharpener, but it doesn't fit all of my pencils because I have some larger core pencils and larger diameter pencils that it does not fit well. So bad idea. That's the one thing I found with these crazy arts. They do break a lot after you sharpen them for a while. You start seeing the breakage issues because they are an extremely budget pencil. These pencils are usually used for kids when they're in school. These aren't really full artist grade, so. All right, we are gonna go down a little bit. Not all the way. So start here. But when you're new to adult coloring, you don't really know a lot about the artist grade pencils unless you watch a lot of YouTube. But the first thing you're gonna think of is, oh, I can start out with Crayolas or Crazy Arts. I mean, they should be pretty good. And it can get overwhelming when you're choosing your pencils. So, because there's so many reviews, so many opinions out there, and it's like, what do I start with? And I guess my take on it is use what you have and go from there. Because you will always be growing and evolving as an artist, and you might not always like what you buy the first time, and you know, budget, you know, or you're thrifting supplies, because you definitely need, you know, that option. I love thrifting for supplies. So if you like that, definitely check out the haul videos, because you see a lot of my interesting, cool finds from thrifting for art supplies. Now, this neon orange, I'm not really liking it going into this combo. I mean, it will give a pop to something. I'm just not big on using neon pencils. So, I never really know what to do with them, even creating a combo like this with the orange. But, you know, we're gonna kind of go with it for now. What was, this one, what do we call this one? I think this was the medium, or pale peach. Yeah, this was medium. No, this was pale peach. See, I'm even getting screwed up. So so there you have it, guys. If you have stuck around to the end, this is what we came up with. So now the fun work, or now the work really begins with actually